old school on your ass.
Undertaker with the Rock! Choke slam! The Undertaker's back in WrestleMania!
Unreal!
And now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes struggling to grab a hold of the steel chair in the ring.
Both men struggling to their feet. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. And this could be disastrous for the American Nightmare.
Poetic justice.
Roman has never forgotten and has never forgiven.
Roman Reigns setting up, looking for the spear to put Cody away.
No! Cody catches Roman. Crossroads.
And another crossroads.
Looking for the trifecta now.
Finish the story.
Everybody seems to think that WrestleMania 40 was the night the Bloodline ended. But anyone who knows us knows that it's going to take more than one bad night to bring us down. If anything, we're just getting started.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel and the wise man to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed, uncontroverted, unquestioned leader of the Bloodline, the most dominant group in recent memory and in the entire history of WWE.
The Bloodline has all the damn gold.
For nearly 40 years, I have worked for, alongside, and even employed the absolute greatest superstars to ever do it.
Just how dangerous do you want to live?
I've created the Dangerous Alliance, led an extreme revolution with ECW, and managed the most legendary of all champions. And for me, none of that compares to the relationship I've built with the Anoa'i, Fatu, and Maivia families, the triumvirate that composes this dynasty that we know more colloquially as the Bloodline. My time with this family goes back 40 years. I've led them into battle, strategized with them, and have watched their children grow into top-tier superstars who have also created their own impressive legacies. And so it is my great honor to serve as your host for the WWE 2K25 showcase featuring a dynasty like no other, the Bloodline.
When you look at this incredible family tree, this is proof that there is only one royal family in professional wrestling, bound by blood.
A blood bond forged between High Chief Peter Maivia and Amatua Anai Anoa'i, the father of Afa and Sika, the wild Samoans, created a force that has dominated professional wrestling for over 5 decades. An elite collection boasting names like the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, as well as The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna,
I did.
Nia Jax, Jimmy and Jey
Yeah.
Uso, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and of course,
I
your
told-
tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They've owned championships, filled arenas, packed stadiums, broken box office records, years and decades of dedication to the craft.
probably didn't- the
perfecting
lock
art,
didn't catch
with
when I
each
closed
passing
and the wind
generation
blew it out.
Ultimately leading us to right here,
like that.
right now, with the Bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half decade. As your
I would just
wise
push the
man,
clothes. I
it
like
is
when I
my
go out
duty
there
to
and
take
finish
you
that series.
through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan. And this year, we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the Bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves.
Acknowledge me!
All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage, and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one bloodline dynasty. In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anoa'i, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating Banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in the pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a two-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champion from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this.
What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not. The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
Michael Cole emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to
Oh no, bear hug of pride. This is not good for the Hulk. Furiously trying to fight his way out of the bear hug. Can he do it? Yes! Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who, I might add, lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring?
Ouch. Piercing the throat.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. Yokozuna laying in with those attacks from his massive frame. That's the key to victory for the former champ.
Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked. We know the sold-out crowd here in Dayton is firmly behind the Hulkster. Hogan is relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from all of them.
But Yokozuna is completely focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hogan since the bell rang. He is ready, believe me.
Bombastic claims coming out of both camps coming into this one, gentlemen.
Hogan has claimed in interviews that he will slam Yokozuna's carcass straight through the ring so hard that it will cause a worldwide earthquake.
Meanwhile, Yokozuna is
bear hug.
Getting to the ropes and luckily getting out of this submission.
hooked him up. High angle belly to back suplex.
No mercy being shown to Hogan here.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret from the top.
Diving double axe handle. Big reversal from the Hulkster. As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this. Level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 500.
Yoko now. Belly to belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute.
What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh!
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble. Knees up, knees were up. All the breath taken out of their body with that counter. Oh no. We've seen this before. The WWE Universe is on its feet. Hogan is hulking up. A series of right hands, and here we go. The big boot. And the leg drop from Hogan.
The champ with the pin.
And the champ can't keep the shoulders down.
Still.
Bear hug by Hogan. The 24-inch pythons wrapped around the waist of his opponent. He's in his bear hug. Well-placed elbow will get you out of it.
That might be enough. Yes, it is.
Big clothesline.
Oh, no, 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 no. A big splash. That's the kind of cold-hearted offense that's made Yokozuna so feared.
Massive big leg drop.
Oh, no, getting in position. What's he planning to do here? Targeting the shoulder with the claw. I'm not sure even.
Escape and a takedown.
The champion into the pin. Is this enough? No, it isn't. He kicked out. He kicked out.
How in the world did he do that?
Oh, an axe handle. Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania. Hulk just rubbing it in now.
He connects with a counter. Clothesline.
Hooked him up.
And a suplex. Yokozuna perched up top. Here we go. And the dive connects.
Has one set up in the. Yokozuna with a massively jarring headbutt. But it appears Yokozuna with more destruction on the mind from the middle rope.
Banzai drop.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
There's two. He manages to kick out. What strength.
This is complete insanity.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing banzai drop.
We might see a new champion crown.
And Yokozuna is once again champion. I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania,
has just stopped beating. Hulk Hogan is finished.
Yeah, I got a night over here. Yeah, just hit me when you come out. Yeah. All right. It's just me, toast.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight shine on an area in which the family built their legacy: tag team wrestling. Starting with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the Head Shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the Head Shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the Wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
As a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the Tag Team Championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight, could really be their coming-out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's trying to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast.
Steiner gets out of there. The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Samu is really displaying aggression.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers. Goes into the corner.
Headbutt.
The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko.
Rick is losing grip of this match now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners. And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Bam! Oof!
Scattered that one. He puts him into the corner. Splash. And there goes Steiner, sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine, right? And this is what the Head... Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it. Down in a hurry.
Before this match began, you heard this flying elbow drop.
Piercing.
Up on the shoulders.
Samoan drop.
Evades the attack.
Shoulder tackle. Oh, what a roundhouse kick.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
His arm showed off the mat before one.
Where in the world does one find such strength at this stage to kick out that early in the count?
Samu's gaining the upper hand.
And Scott's got to flip the switch soon.
Sent right into the corner.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
And the Head Shrinkers just might have it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And guys, what a war we're witnessing between the Steiners and the Head Shrinkers.
This is the trickiest bet in all of Vegas, Cole. Both teams so even.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first.
That's it. No way the Steiners come back now.
Oh, my God. Pendulum backbreaker. Tick-tock. Just like that, Rick finds a counter. Someone gets stymied. Right to the throat. I can't see this going on much longer.
Yeah, this is...
And he's into the pin. He kicks out at 2.
Almost inhuman at this point.
Boom, what a forearm.
The Head Shrinkers, the Steiners, taking each other to the limit in the biggest match of their careers.
And this may just be the greatest tag match we've seen in nearly a decade of WrestleManias.
he's searching for something.
The steel chair, never as innocent as it looks. Vicious backbreaker. Oh.
The referee clearing that weapon out of the ring. And it looks like they have no problem bending the rules there.
Oof. High angle exploder suplex.
And that broke Samu down a bit. And he turned it around. Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
Oh, I got it.
Tied up in a headbutt from behind. Smashing their face into the mat.
We've already seen a few blows land above the neck.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Oh, my God. Face first. Comes for the win. A kick out at 2.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
Big headbutt.
And his body seems to be the preferred target.
Right into the shoulder. That's gotta hurt.
From the top.
Shot to the face gets them out of that spot. Did you hear that impact? Wasting no time. Shoulders are down. Wow. Oh. Looking to go up high.
Lift off.
Diving shoulder tackle.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Vicious right forearm.
A steady stream of moves taking out Steiner.
Samu is picking up steam.
Boom! Face first. And no two ways about it. That move was just dirty. Ooh!
Hung out to dry across the middle rope. Leg drop guillotine. Power bomb. Oh, ouch. Incoming. Big height, bigger impact.
Rick looks out of it.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. 2. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all. Along with the usual achievements, if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday Raw Thursday to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future. Lots of competitors in the back dream for a shot at this title.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. And able to beat Helmsley to the punch. And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather.
Oh no, he could be caught here. Bad spot for him. Coquina clutch, and the ropes will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer.
And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated, and now propped up in the corner.
Non-stop blows.
Ooh, stiff punch.
And conspicuous by his absence is...
That puts an end to that. Schoolboy applied to put this one away.
The challenger doesn't even allow a 1 count.
An almost instantaneous kick out there. A lot of work left to do.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. And this one's taken to the outside.
The barricade.
What a punch, just tattooed.
Oh, we got that scouted. Rocky beats him to the punch. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
He gets back in right before the count. And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship.
And it looks like he's got a bullseye on his head now.
Clothesline, so effective. The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our refined champion.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Cinching.
Looking for a counter, and just like that, he manages to break the hold. Ooh, one step ahead there. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Ooh, ooh, sharp kick. Oh, double axe handle. Front kick. And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan? From way up.
You just love seeing him get knocked down a peg.
Driven into the barricade.
Running power slam.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton. Ooh, don't know if the ref is loud enough, but this is getting close.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment.
He'll take things into the ring.
And now headed to the outside.
Ouch. Oh, my God.
And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows? The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest.
Cobra Clutch.
The Cobra Clutch is it.
In trouble here?
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break things up.
Ducks under.
Let's go behind.
Instead, what a German suplex.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia. Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Ooh.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Clothesline!
Finds the roll-up. Rope break. Rope break.
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Not looking good in this position. Check your face after that one.
And Helmsley just showing his huge edge and experience here. I would say the most cerebral Intercontinental Champion we've had.
Cerebral, I like that description for Helmsley.
From the top.
Totally missed that one. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
And this one might be headed ringside. Crippling attack on the knee. That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
Saw it coming and avoided it.
Rocky beats him to the punch. And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more promise than any other wrestlers I've seen come into WWE. You talk about second-generation wrestlers, but with Rocky, you're talking about 3 generations. This guy is going to be phenomenal.
The ref continues to count. Real risk of things ending right now.
He beats the count. Barely.
Oh, counters right back on Hunter.
He's able to dodge out of the way.
Power slam. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. Goodness gracious. No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps.
From the top.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Clothesline.
What impact. Oof. Ooh.
Intercontinental Championship at stake.
From way up. What? Took a leap of faith and connected perfectly. This could be just what they needed.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle. Oh, he timed that counter well.
Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
Clothesline.
Back in the ring. And Rocky just taunting his opponent now. He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
And back.
Schoolboy into the pin.
Pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
He just might regret this decision.
Helmsley keeping his opponent at bay.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all. Totally helpless at the moment. Oh, God, face first. Gut kick.
Nothing fancy there. This looks like the setup to